Good Tuesday morning. Welcome to Ocala Talks. I'm your host, Tom Schmitz, coming to you from the WOCA studios just off the runway at the Ocala International Airport in the Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. I'm joined, as I am every morning, by Galen Unall from Life South, brought to you by the good folks at Palm Garden Healthy Rehabilitation Center, Penn Flooring, and JustShipped.net. Galen, good morning to you.
Hey, what's going on? How are you this morning, Tom?
Well, little housekeeping. I apologize. We only got you for about 10 minutes today. We got a lot going on today on a Tuesday. So you got bumped, pal. You know, that's how it works. How it works, and when you're in the big time, sometimes you get bumped. You know, it's
like if you're going on Carson and you get stuck in the green room.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was gonna say. You go into the night show, sometimes you get bumped and left in the green room. It just happens. Yeah. Things happen. Hey, let's get started right away with some good news out of Marion County. Only 10 positive cases of COVID reported in the entire week last week for the Marion County school systems. It's down. COVID infections in our area down 98.8% since August of last year. Now you're seeing governors that are doing mask mandates, the mayors of local towns all over the country saying, nope, not going to do it anymore. Now you got the governor of Oklahoma telling the president that the National Guard, the state National Guard, is not going to deal with his mandates anymore. Now with Marion County down 98.8%, can we finally say we've got a good enough handle on this that now it's a virus we're going to live with the rest of our lives, but it's not pandemic in nature anymore?
Well, I think it depends on the way it's falling down political lines. In the state of Oregon, they're trying to pass a law right now that will make masks indoors mandatory permanently, forever. They're trying to pass that bill right now. And they're talking about adding that if you're in a public outside park, that it's mandatory there as well. So, although our numbers are great, the whole state of Florida looks great, some of these states are still really, really struggling with the politics of it. And I think this has a lot to do with what color state you're in politically. And that's the sad thing.
Well, I would agree with you.
And it doesn't help. It doesn't help that Fauci is at the center of this, and he is a political puppet.
Well, I would agree with you.
He goes whichever way the wind blows.
I would agree with you that it goes along the color of your state, except for a state like New York. I listened to the mayor-elect of Nassau County this morning out on Long Island and said the new governor who took over for the disgraced Cuomo, she's trying to issue a statewide mandate. And he goes, she can issue all you want. We're not doing it on Long Island. They can do it up in Buffalo and Binghamton and up in Albany where the state capital is, but we don't have the problems they have with their infections. We don't have that down here, and we're not going to do it. So she can pass all the mandates she wants. We're not enforcing them. And, he was very adamant in it. And this is a blue state where now the mayors are turning on the governor and saying, no, we're not going to do it.
Well, and that's what it's going to take. I mean, you look at the mandatory vaccinations have been just absolutely destroyed by every court that has seen it. And again, I think it's sad that this virus became so political, but when you first started to look at it and the data started to come out, and again, COVID has been with us for decades already, you could see that it was going to have to be a problem we were going to have to deal with, and we couldn't hide from. And that was always my assertion. I get a lot of grief for like, oh, you don't believe it's a real. I'm like, no. I've always believed it's a real virus. The flu kills millions of people.
Influenza's a terrible killer. Influenza's a terrible killer.
Absolutely. And COVID is a killer. I don't deny that. I never have and I never will. I just think there's a way to handle it properly, and I think in the state of Florida we realize that, fairly quickly, and you have to get some natural immunity.
Well, the defense
You have to.
the Defense Department announced 213 members of the U.S. military that have been discharged, not dishonorably discharged, but discharged with less than honorable as their discharge because failure to follow a direct order and get the mandatory vaccinations. 213 service members have their records now besmirched forever with less than honorable discharges. How does a guy that's a veteran of the U.S. Armed Forces feel about that?
It's not your choice. You have to follow an order. Now, they could go through a tribunal to say that was an unlawful order, but they're going to lose that. When you're in they give you all kinds of shots.
They do.
Give you pills. And it's not your body, and I've said this many times. When you enlist, you understand that this is not my body. It belongs to the federal government. You can be court-martialed for getting a tattoo and defacing your body, right? They control what your hair looks like. You're not allowed to have piercings. You're not allowed to have a beard. You don't have control over your body. The dominion belongs to the government. That's why they should be discharged, because if they're not going to be willing to follow this order, what other order are they not going to be willing to follow? That's a big deal.
See,
if they say, well, I'm putting my life on the line, that's what you're there for.
See, and I was listening to a retired general last night that said the exact same thing you did. He goes, look, when you raise your hand and swear your allegiance to the Constitution and you sign on that dotted line to become a member of the armed forces, you then become the property of the United States government until your agreed time of service is up, and you're given things to do, and you're not a civilian. You don't get the same abilities to say no like a civilian does. And if you say no to a direct order and you get dishonorably or less than honorably discharged, you did that to yourself because you knew the rules when you went in. And that's what you're saying.
I mean, the military tells you everything. They tell you where to eat. They tell you when to wake up. They tell you when to go to sleep. They tell you what to wear. They tell you everything that goes into your body. Right?
It's basically the same as, I know a little bit about that, but that's because I was in the Georgia state penal system where they tell you when to go to sleep, when to wake up, when to eat, what goes into your body, but I just didn't get a paycheck.
Well, and again, the National Guard falls into a little grayer area.
Because they're under the purview of the governor.
Right. And
until they're nationalized by the president.
Yeah, but it's a little bit of a weird, because the governor DeSantis said that Florida National Guardsmen do not have to get the vaccine. And several other states have said the same thing. So that one's a little different, but if you're in the military, if you're active duty military, you have to get the shot.
Galen Unall from Life South joins us every day. Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Hey, the Bloodmobile today, we're actually at the Publix out in Bellevue, so come see us there. And as always, we're right on the boulevard. Check us out at lifesouth.org. All the information is right there.
That new Publix in Bellevue, it's really, really nice. Go check them out there at the Publix in Bellevue right there on 441. Galen, talk to you tomorrow.
All right, bye all.
We'll be right back after this timeout. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA. The Source.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity and reducing downtime. In the data center, a part of the growing digital document revolution. In the world of business, supporting entrepreneurs and helping companies grow. In the forefront of technology, developing cutting-edge document management solutions. So if you think you know Dex Imaging, you don't know Dex.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference